We do have all sectors in the green and the VIX back below 30. Let's get to Bob Pisani. Hey, Bob.
Good morning, Carl. 5-1 advancing to declining stocks at the open. Nice open. Bounce from oversold conditions, but not a dramatic bounce. More like a stabilization. Take a look at the sectors. Tech leading, not surprisingly, but not dramatically so. Consumer discretionary, financials are fractionally on the upside, as is energy stocks. The big movers that have had the sell-off in the last 4 or 5 days, well, they're up, I would say. Modest moves on the upside, 2 to 5%. Apple, Nvidia, Zoom, Salesforce, as you see here. Again, nice bounces, but a lot of damage done. Just take a look at the mega caps since the close last Wednesday, and that's when things started really getting difficult. Really 3 trading days when we've had dramatic moves to the downside. If you look, Apple's down 11% since then. This is just prior to the open. Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Facebook, 3 days of rather noticeable, call it a correction if you want. We're pretty darn close. If you look at some of the other names, the work from home stuff, they had a notable correction in the last several days. Tesla was down 20%. DocuSign was down 20%. Zoom Video down 5%. Wayfair down 13%. Salesforce down 10%. All that in essentially a 3-day trading period. Again, bouncing a little bit today, but a lot of technical damage has been done. We talked a lot about these blow-off charts. I kept showing DocuSign as sort of the poster child for this. So it goes from 5 days ago, $220, then to $280, and essentially all the way back down to $220. And what happens is when you have these blow-off tops, Art Cashin's been commenting about this, you tend to get blow-offs on the downside. They tend to overshoot on the downside. Art's had a great note out on this, talking about all the people who had stop loss orders and they all got blown through them. He said more than half of these sell-stop avalanches end in pretty much a washout, and that is because they quickly interact so fast that they take it to a level no one had placed previous stops at. In other words, you blow off on the upside and then you overshoot on the downside. Great note from Art these days. Meantime, in terms of September, we haven't seen the big value move here. This is one of the things that's been lacking in this sell-off in the last few days. Not a lot of big moves going into the value space here. So growth is down, but so is value down this month. And even low volatility stuff, the Krogers and the Procter & Gamble of the world, all to the downside. Finally, just want to note here that today we've got a launch of a new stock exchange. That doesn't happen very often. In fact, we've got 3 stock exchanges launching this month. Today, the Long-Term Stock Exchange, which is a very interesting organization. They claim, Eric Ries claims that he's looking for companies that are interested in sustainability and inclusion and diversity and treating employees fairly. It's sort of a lot of what we call ESG kind of things, environmental, social, and governance. That's launching today. The Members Exchange, which is a big powerhouse launched by a lot of Wall Street firms, will have a full launch on September 29th. And a smaller firm, the MIAX Pearl Equities, will have a launch September 25th. They already own 3 options exchanges. You might wonder, guys, Carl, why do we need another exchange at all? We have 13 stock exchanges already. Now we'll have 16. And the answer is they keep coming up with different market niches to serve their customers. We'll keep an eye on all of that. Carl, back to you.